this is actually a kind of a two fan, okay, laptop. Inside a laptop, there are two fans. The black one middle in the fan is called as a heat pipe. There are PCBs, ICs, processors that is hidden, batteries, and other electronics. So, fans, heat pipes, okay, the safety hazardous is less, but in battery, it's have a more safety hazardous. It's a more hazardous. Okay, the main thing on the battery is it should design proper. It should have a proper design. Otherwise, it will explode. Okay, that should not happen. Okay, so in this laptop, I mean, in this open laptop, there are lot of components like fan and heat pipe and lot of electronics, batteries. Okay, so we have to consider all kind of physics which is possible. For example, thermal, CFD, computational fluid dynamics, structures, noise, the environment. Okay, yeah. So this is one of the practical scenario which I just want to explain. That's why we showed a picture here. Yeah, Miss Saisuma, we can go to the next slide. Okay, next is analysis types. Okay, we are trying to gather a lot of information from the first slide. Okay, so the next information which we need important for doing a simulation is analysis types. Steady state and transient, that is important. Steady state is the time is constant, transient or dynamic, the time varies. If I want to analyze for 10 minutes, okay, that is transient. If I say I don't care about the time, I want to analyze a model, that is a steady state. Second type is whenever we have a fan with fan or without fan condition, that means without fan is natural convection, with fan is forced convection. Okay, so this is important. Why? In the sense it purely depends on the cooling efficiency and heat transfer efficiency. Third, there are another two level analysis which we can try to do. A simple single part, only the IC, integrated circuit. Okay, or PCB with IC. There is a difference between single part analysis and an assembly level analysis. Okay, it's a component level analysis and a system level analysis. If I want to analyze only the fan, that is a single part. If I want to analyze the laptop with fan, that is a system level analysis. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, please go to the next slide, Ms. Saisuma. So, what are the expected output from this simulation? Because you collected a lot of data, which here we collected requirements, we collected material data, we collected CAD model, we analyzed the physics involved. Okay, we analyze the analysis types. Then we just want to know what could be the output of the simulation. In thermal, temperature, resistance, heat flux, and heat balance. Structural, the durability or the life of the component. Okay, if the laptop is running for 3 days continuously, then what will be the effect on the structures? What will be the output? Stress and strain. Please go to the next slide, Saisuma. On the CFD front, velocity, pressures, the nature of flow, what will be the effective cooling because of fan or without fan. Okay. And if you are doing Joule heating analysis, we can try to see flux, electric flux. Okay, that is also a part of electronic cooling simulations. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Sai Suma. Please go to the next slide. These are the mechanisms which we already discussed. Okay. So one is a natural convection, and second is a forced convection. That means with fan or with blower. Third is a fluid phase change. Okay. It's a kind of a heat pipe. Heat pipe is just a plate. Okay. It's not a solid plate. Okay. Um, it is a hollow plate which water will be filled inside. That is called as heat pipe. Okay. Fourth is a liquid cooling. Okay, liquid cooling in the sense it's for efficient cooling. We pass the liquid flow in and flow out. We take away the heat. Okay, this process is called liquid cooling. We can use cold plate for doing that. Okay, yeah, please go to the next slide, Ms. Saisuma. Okay, thank you. So the methodologies. There are number of methodologies available to take excessive heat produced by the electronic devices. Okay. One methodology is nothing but a modules, heat sink, heat pipes, heat spreaders. Heat spreaders is nothing but a simple copper plate. It distributes the heat around the region. Cold plate which will be very using on the liquid cooling, which they passes the liquid takes away the heat and come back. Vapor chamber. Okay, vapor chamber and heat pipes are one and the same. The structure is different. Heat pipes is just a small tube kind of a structure. Vapor chamber is kind of a surface or a plate. Convective air cooling, that means fans, blowers, radial fans. There are another techniques or Peltier cooling plates, TEG, TEC, thermoelectric coolers. And the most important electronic cooling simulation is thermal interface material. We call as TIM. Okay. Thermal interface material is kind of a gel material. It's a kind of a grease material which we always keep in between heatsink and the processor. Thank you. Please go to the next slide, Ms. Sai Suma. Okay. Coming to the point, what if simulation is not done? If you don't want to do a simulation, okay? These are the listed things which will happen eventually. One, thermal failures, structural failures, decrease in the life of products, high manufacturing cost, because we are not doing any simulation. So we order a material, doing the testing. Okay, if the testing is not satisfied, we again order the material, doing the testing. That will increase the cost, increase in testing time. Okay, there may be a human errors, repeatability and reproducibility issues, R&R, more trial and error process, safety hazards. Okay, electromagnetic interference, electromagnetic compliance problems. Every electronic devices should have a certification of EMI or EMC issues. Okay, that is a norm which we have to follow. So these are the things which generally happen if the simulation is not done for a particular electronic device. Okay, you may see in the screen, okay, the processor, burnt processor you might see, that is called as overheating. Okay, that is because of, okay, under design heatsink or no thermal interface materials, okay, or the environment. There are many possibilities the electronics may fail. Yeah, please go to the next slide, Ms. Saisuma. Okay, coming to the software. Software for electronics cooling, there are n number of softwares available in the market, but we are listing four softwares here. One is IcePack module from ANSYS, okay, and another Flowtherm, that is also an electronic cooling tool from Siemens, and new tool called Six Sigma ET from Future Facilities, and there is a separate electronic coding module from MSc. Okay, these are the softwares available in the market. Yeah, please go to the next slide, Saisuma. Okay, we are trying to explain mainly on features on the ANSYS IcePack. I'm trying to take one software and I'm trying to tell the features. So whatever we just discussed before 18 slides, we will try to summarize here. So steady state, transient state. Three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. And this IcePack is the robust solver, and multiphysics in the sense thermal plus structural plus flow dynamics. We can also think of electrothermal analysis, thermomechanical analysis, and Joule heating. And the cooling nature is liquid and also air cooling. The features like parameterization and optimization is also available in that particular software. Okay. Optimization in the sense we can optimize the component, okay, from the design. Customization in the sense we can customize the process which we do for analysis in IcePack. Okay. If you are trying to do a same process, okay, for 10 ICs, 10 PCBs, you can customize that. Okay. So it will not be a repeatable one. At a one stretch, you can do all runs and you can gather the results, extract the results. There are extensive libraries in the sense thermal modules libraries and material libraries. And one of the feature is also take solar radiation. DOE is nothing but design of experiments for what if analysis. What if the power is 20 watt? What if the outside temperature is 50 degree? So this what if analysis is much important for the software. It supports mechanical CAD, electronic CAD files, MCAD and ECAD. The industries which we are seeing here, okay, there are n number of industries which electronic cooling is much more important. But we are seeing in some kind of verticals like life science, aerospace, automotive, semiconductors, high tech, manufacturing, healthcare, medical device, and consumer appliances. Okay. Please go to the next slide, Ms. Saisuma. Yeah. Applications are n numbers, which we daily see: laptops, servers, data centers, tabs, tablets, smartwatch, mobile phones, circuit boards, wireless chargers, printers, hard disk, photocopying machine, consumer appliances. I mean, in our daily, like refrigerator, washing machine, the mixer grinder. Okay, these are the n number of applications which everywhere there will be an electronic cooling simulation is needed. Please go to the next slide, Saisuma. There are recent trends in electronic cooling industries. Okay, only four which I listed. One is drones. Second is the EV batteries. That is the latest trend for the past 10 years. Third is sensors, no driver vehicles. There are some cars which is autonomous vehicles. Okay, it's actually drive using all other sensors. So sensors generate heat. Okay, so we have to analyze that. There are special purpose machines which is used to manufacture a chip or a PCB, okay, or a heat sink. Those kind of machines also can be analyzed. Yeah, please go to the next slide, Saisuma. So position offered from the companies is whenever we know electronic cooling simulations, okay, there is a positions called mechanical thermal engineer or thermal engineer, heat transfer engineer, HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning engineer, simulation specialist, CFD engineer, application engineers for CFD and thermal. There are a lot of government organizations which is calling for a scientist for electronic cooling and research fellows. Okay, these are just a small list, but it can have long. What are the companies which we can really try using this electronic cooling simulations? This is a very, very small list, but I can say aerospace, wherever you see some electronic device in our in home, okay, so the washing machines, so that means the consumer appliance industries. Okay, we are using a laptops, so we are trying to see semiconductor industries. That means Intel, AMD, Micron, Seagate. Okay, so when we visited some hospitals, there are some healthcare medical devices, Philips, Siemens, GE. General manufacturings, there are a lot of groups, TVS, Delta, Tier 2, Tier 3 industries. Okay, aerospace is the number one is ISRO, again GE, Collins, Zodiac. There are a lot of OEMs, original equipment manufacturers in India. So they definitely call an opportunity for electronic cooling engineers. Hyundai, Ford, Tata, Maruti. High precision equipment. High precision equipment is like the wafer manufacturing system. That means the chip manufacturing companies like KLA Tencor, Lam Research. Okay, the electronic devices we use Apple Tabs, Microsoft Surface, okay, Google Nest, okay, Amazon Echo, the Facebook VR, Oculus, okay, those kind of companies definitely use electronic cooling simulation and they definitely require electronic cooling engineer.